Apple has just released DiffuCoder 7 billion, and it's not any run-of-the-mill diffu model. It is primarily a 7 billion diffusion-based large language model specialized for code generation. In this video, we are going to install it locally and we are going to test it out. Plus, I'm also going to describe in simple words what exactly is meant by diffusion-based large language model, especially for code purposes. This is Fahad Mirza and I welcome you to the channel. So first, let's get it straight as what exactly is meant by this diffusion-based models. Unlike autoregressive models that generate code strictly left to right, diffucoder uses a masked diffusion process to iteratively refine entire code sequences. At each step, it selectively denoises masked tokens, allowing for non-linear, globally informed generation. This matches the real-world coding workflow where developers jump back and forth across a program to make edits. diffucoder was trained in multiple phases, using 130 billion tokens of code, then instruction tuned and finally enhanced using a new reinforcement learning method called as coupled GRPO, which improves sample diversity and accuracy without relying on AR style decoding. I will be talking a bit more about its architecture as we go, but for now let's get it installed. I am going to use this Ubuntu system and I have one GPU card, NVIDIA RTX 6000 with 48 GB of VRAM. I am going to use VLLM and text generation web UI for installation. If you don't know what these tools are, just go to my channel, search with VLLM, and you should be able to find a very easy to understand video as how to get these things installed with more details on its architecture and inner working. So let me go here and first download the model. As you can see that I'm already in my text generation web UI environment. All I am doing, I am using its download function to download this Apple's diffucoder model. While it downloads, you might have noticed that there is this cpGRPO. Let's try to understand what is meant by this cpGRPO as it downloads the model. So the diffusion mechanism here works by progressively masking and then denoising code sequences through a Markov process that allows token recovery in any order. So what Apple did, they first created a diffucoder 7 billion base model. Then they fine-tuned it and made it instruction tuned. And then they further optimized it with reinforcement learning via GRPO, and that is what we are installing here. And this new mechanism of diffusion provides a flexible alternative to the rigid sequences of autoregressive models. The coupled GRPO or group relative policy optimization algorithm boosts training efficiency by using paired complementary masks, ensuring every token is optimized at least once per training round. This setup uses the stochastic nature of diffusion to explore diverse code completions and reinforces successful ones. That significantly improves coding benchmarks, and there are a lot of benchmarking information which they have shared on their repo and research paper, and I will drop the link to it in video's description. I also want to introduce you to the sponsors of the video, who are Camel AI. Camel is an open source community focused on building multi-agent infrastructures for finding the scaling laws with applications in data generation, task automation, and world simulation. When the model is now downloaded, we can serve it locally with VLLM. Okay, so you can see that I have tried to serve it with VLLM with this text generation web UI, but it seems that it is still not supported in the latest version of this, which is fine. So instead of then text generation web UI, let's run it in the transformers instead of VLLM. So this is the simple transformers code which I'm going to use, as we already have downloaded the model into this directory. So I'm just loading it from there. That should be quick. This is the prompt which I'm asking. We are encoding that input, model is generating the output, and then we are decoding it back and printing it. So let me take you to my local terminal, and then we are going to run this as the model is already loaded. So let's run this. Oh, so it was so quick. Now you see, I'm quite intrigued to see that this model actually is trying to emulate the expert, the coding expert here. Now, I think what is happening here is that this model is built to emulate expert level code completion without unnecessary narration, and it was fine-tuned with the goal-oriented diffusion denoising objective, meaning it learns to complete code blocks by predicting the most likely middle or end portion, assuming the context is already established. So instead of giving us step-by-step reasoning like a tutor or reasoning model, DiffuCoder jumps straight to the optimal, clean, and complete code, just as a professional programmer might when writing for another developer who understands the prompt. So that is what is happening here. And if I just look at the code, it is spot on. It's very targeted one as per the algo here, as I just explained. Okay, let's try out another example. Okay, so next up we are asking a bit of a harder question to find the equation of the circle with center. This is an algebraic question. So let me run this. And now let me run this code. And while it runs, let me show you the VRAM consumption. So it is consuming close to 15 gig of VRAM, which is not bad at all. Okay, so let's wait for the result. There you go. So the result is, it takes a bit of a time to think and to self-reflect. Doesn't show us the reasoning, by the way, but that is fine. And the answer is correct. Okay, so next up, I'm asking it to write me a Python function to serialize and deserialize a binary tree. So let's run this. It is running at the moment. Takes around 10 to 15 seconds to come back. So let's wait. And there you go. So it has given us a code, and the code looks spot on. Really good stuff. You see both serialized and deserialized are there. In the next example, I'm asking it to write me a code to convert a simplified regular expression or regex into a non-deterministic finite automation or NFA. So let's run this. So I'm going to run this code. Now, if you are thinking where this model could be useful, I think the best use case for this model is to update, refactor, or fix parts of existing code using its diffusion guided precision. And you can see that it's very precise even with this quite a complex code here. Okay, I think I didn't save it. Let me save and rerun it. And it is running at the moment, taking a bit of a time, this time longer, and there you go. So again, a very precise code. So again, if you're looking to update, refactor, or doing some bug bounty or bug hunting, I think this could be a very good model. So that's it. Let me know what do you think. Please like the video and share it. And by the way, this is not the first dLLM or denoising diffusion model by Apple. They have done it before. I think first time they did it around 1 year ago, and I covered it on the channel. But things have improved a lot since then. Please like the video and share it. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do so, as it helps a lot. Thank you for watching.